does it mean to be pro-life or pro-choice? Let's discuss first pro-choice. Pro-choice or pro-reproductive rights. When you say that you support reproductive rights, that means you support laws that allow people to access the full range of reproductive health care, including safe legal abortion. If you identify as pro-reproductive rights, it means you want to keep abortion legal. You believe people have the right to be able to access abortion. What about pro-life? Since the first century, the Church has affirmed the moral evil of every procured abortion. This teaching has not changed and remains unchangeable. Direct abortion, that is to say, abortion willed either as an end or a means, is gravely contrary to the moral law. Given the scientific fact that a human life begins at conception, the only moral norm needed to understand the Church's opposition to abortion is the principle that each and every human life has inherent dignity and thus must be treated with respect due to a human person. The pro-choice advocate would usually say, "My body, my choice." But there's a big problem there. The baby is not your body. The human person inside your tummy is not you. Therefore, the right to control your body should not include the right to terminate someone else. And it definitely is not your choice. In pro-life, human rights depend neither on a single individual, it does not depend on parents, nor do they represent a society and the state. Rather, human rights belong to human nature and are inherent in the person by virtue of the creative act from which the person took its origin. A person who procures a completed abortion incurs excommunication by the very commission of the offense and subject to the conditions provided by the canon law. Just take a look at the instruments used for abortion. All of these are used to kill the baby. Suction, reaping instruments, injection, breaking instruments, and reaping. Let's take a look at how these instruments take away the baby from the womb of the mother. So in this picture, you can see that these two instruments slowly kill the baby by taking the baby pieces by pieces, part by part, and slowly killing the baby. After these two instruments have taken away the body part, the entire body part of the baby, what is left is the head. So the head can either be crushed or be cut into pieces using a different instruments. These next instruments solve the problem. One, it could crush the head, or two, it could cut the head, slice it, and then remove the pieces part by part. Abortion definitely is an inhumane way of killing babies. No human person should undergo this treatment. And the fact that this is their own baby inside their own body being treated like this is really disgusting. Human life must be respected and protected absolutely from the moment of conception. From the first moment of his existence, a human being must be recognized as having the rights of a person, among which is the inviolable right of every innocent being to life. This article means that every stage of human life must be respected and protected, even when the baby is still in the mother's womb. It already has inherent rights of a person. In our next slide, we can see here through the use of modern technology, we can already see a 15-week-old fetus and how it is very much alive. In this next image, we can see here that heartbeat is already present as early as 6 weeks, and it can be shown in this image. Now, there is a spiritual dimension to this grisly business of abortion. The god of child sacrifice, who in the Old Testament is called Moloch. This demon of child sacrifice appears in many forms and cultures throughout history. In different cultures, but it is always the same bloodthirsty beast that demands the killing of children as a form of worship. This demon seeks public endorsement and ever new expressions of killing to increase its worship. Abortion is demonic. Abortion is satanic sacrifice. It is sacrificing the life of the baby for the sake of having a convenient life for the mother. The church has battled abortion in many fronts. One way is through exorcism of these different places. Another front is by campaigning to save the lives of the baby. Sadly, those who are in the government positions, they are the ones who are against these people who are protecting the rights of these babies. And they arrest those who are advocating pro-life. And this is really very sad. Saint Teresa of Calcutta says, by having an abortion, the mother does not learn to love, but kills her own child to solve her problems. Even if abortion were made easy or painless for everyone, it wouldn't change the bottom line problem that abortion kills children. Abortion has never been about choice. It's about escaping the consequence of your choices by taking away the choices of the most innocent among us. If abortion isn't murder, why is it a double homicide when a pregnant woman is killed? If you're pronounced dead when your heart stops beating, why aren't you pronounced alive when your heart starts beating while the baby is in the womb of the mother? Stop abortion because we care enough to save God's very best. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, God said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. Psalm 139 verse 13 to 14. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Before we end, I'd just like to inform you that we already have two YouTube channels. First, the original that you have probably already known by now. And the second one is the Theology Explained for Beginners 2.0. And this is the new channel. And kindly visit also this channel and support our channel by subscribing and clicking on the notification bell and sharing this video. Thank you very much.